Hi there, a very good morning and good afternoon to all of you. This is Simply Stocks with another video after a while. Today I'm going to talk about a very interesting travel play that I have not made a video for a while. And it is a company that could be analyzed at these prices, at these levels. I'll analyze this company right now. It's a very good travel play for all of you to buy from I say a medium to long term point of view. Looks decent. So let's get started. So first of all, a disclaimer that this is not a stock recommendation. People taking any position to any share that I talk about should do that with their own due diligence and research. And I'm not in favor or against any company that I talk about. I'm not a member of the NSE and BSE, and that I'm not an official portfolio advisor. These all will be my personal opinion, and any buying selling decisions you take is purely on your discretion, and kindly do consult your financial advisor. Remember, any investment into markets or into any investment products in the markets are subject to market risk, and they go up and down in prices, so you have a chance of losing a lot also in the market. So do your own analysis. This is purely whatever I have learned over the last 11-12 years. I am imparting that knowledge through YouTube to you all. So before I talk about say this company, a small request that kindly support me on Patreon, and that will help me make better videos. That will help me make consistent videos there. And also I want to share with you one more thing, that there was a lot of talk about a course, and people do keep asking me now and then as to when that course of investing into the market, trading into the market would come in. So what I have now decided is that rather than putting up that course anywhere else, I'll start videos on YouTube for that. But again, I would request you to support me in any which way possible. That will help me grow the channel here on YouTube. And once you support me there on Patreon, you'll have access to better videos. I can have interaction on messages. You have access to my portfolio, whatever I'm buying or selling, sectors I'm looking at, as to how different sectors are looking, how IT is looking at this point of time, pharma, FMCG, etc. And overall economic and global market discussions we keep on taking up that on Patreon as well as on YouTube with that YouTube membership. So you can take that and support me there, so that I can grow the channel altogether and bring in more videos, more informative and educational videos that I would look to produce, say in 2 to 3 weeks time. And that's why I'm taking some days off from putting up videos here on YouTube, so that I can bring up that particular, you can say, learnings, whatever I have learned with respect to investment and trading on YouTube, free of cost. So I'll try to do that as well. So let me take you to the screener website, and the stock in question here, which I want to talk to you about, is VIP Industries. Very interesting company. Currently a market cap of 8,800 crores, trading at around 618 rupees, trading at 50 times earnings. It was trading at 100 times earnings a couple of years back. So that has streamlined. Earnings have come through, and after a very difficult period during the pandemic, things are looking much better. So we all know about VIP, but let me give you a slight detail, although most of you might have an understanding. So it has a market leadership in Asia. It is one of the Asia's leading brands and manufacturers of suppliers of luggage, backpacks, and handbags. And the market leader, it is in the organized luggage segment. It has the brand salience. The company's products are VIP, Skybags, Carlton, and Aristocrat are amongst the best over the last 30-40 years. I remember Aristocrat being a big brand even in the early 90s. So this is for the last 30-40 years, the brand is present, and it has built up a big brand resonance altogether. So most of these brands have been in the industry for 50 years, 10, 20, 30, 50 years. There have been new launches in Q1 of FY23. So 1 year back, there were 38 new launches, and the revenue has picked up. So if you look at the revenue breakup altogether, then we have a situation where if you look at revenue by brands, Premium and mass premium segment has around 57%, you can say, revenue coming in. Aristocrat and Alpha has around 35%. So now the premium segment is bringing in more, you can say, bucks for them, and especially because it garners a lot of, you can say, margins altogether. Caprice has around 4%, International has 5%. If you say revenue by category, then uprights, those bags that we use, luggage, etc., that we use to travel abroad, to travel from one state to the other, air, you can say air or rail travel, these contribute around 71%. Duffel bags carry around 7%. Backpacks that are being used by many travel vloggers, etc., is about 12% of their revenue. Ladies' handbags sell around 4% of their revenue comes from there, and accessories, etc., is around 6%. So that's the breakup altogether. And they have expanded capacities by around by a decent level. In fact, 55 lakh annual unit across India and Bangladesh they have expanded to, from a lower level earlier, and it has been aggressively expanding capacity, especially in the upright segment of their products, and they have spent around 64 crores in terms of, you can say, expansion altogether in multiple expansion projects. So that's what the company has done in terms of geographical footprint, and this is something that I did not knew deeply, but they have a very big India presence. Nobody doubts about it that the domestic presence of VIP is huge and their market share is big, but they have presence in 45 plus other countries as well. So it is a global brand at the moment, and doing very decently with respect to numbers. I'll come to numbers in a bit, but the future outlook is that in the last year, over the last 6 months, what the management has talked about is that it is planning to add around 120 to 150 stores on an asset light, you can say, franchisee model. It is about to add, say, about 500, you can say, network stores by the end of this financial year, which they would have done by FY23. So they would have done at least 350 400 stores by now. So that is a big thing, and that expansion should come into play in FY24. So the numbers are only going to get better. That's what I feel altogether, and especially because of one more reason, is that travel is picking up big time. So from 2020 till 2022 things were not that great. From 23, I mean this year, over the last 6 months, travel has picked up greatly, and we know that from data from air, you can say, airlines, and how that is, I mean, booked, overbooked, and then you have hotels overbooked on all destinations. So altogether, I feel that VIP is in a very sweet spot now after, you can say, going through troubles over the pandemic, you can say, years. If you look at quarterly numbers, in the March quarter, they did around 450 crores versus, so they did around 450 crores of sales versus 355 crores of sales last year. That's a big jump of 30%. If you look at operating profit, from 33 crores, it has doubled to around 64 crores. That's a magnificent performance. Margins have expanded big time by around 500 basis point. 9.15% has become 14.27%. So margins are coming back to in fact, doing better than pre-pandemic. And yes, they had a, you can say, an other income exceptional loss, and that's why other income came out to be around 43 crores negative. Otherwise they could have easily come out with a number that could be closer to 5 6 crores or so. So you need to analyze this deeply. So what would have happened is that they could have had a reversal of 48 crores, because negative 42 crores would have become, say, positive 6 crores in terms of other income in a normal quarter. So if you have a reversal of 48 crores here, then profit before, you can say, tax would have been around 42 crores or so. So 42 crores of profit. If you take out 33% tax on it, then you take out 14 crores. Even then you have a situation where 28 crores of net profit would have come in instead of 12.4 crores which came in. So that's a growth of 2.25 times over last year. And if I take that in EPS terms, then we would have seen an EPS of 1.99 rupees, this time around. Instead of this negative zero point 0.3, we would have had an EPS of 1.99. So overall, if I add this up, say 1.99, and you say 3.11 was the last quarter number in terms of EPS, then we had 3.07 and we had 4.88. So overall, we would have done 13 rupees of EPS. Based on that, the company is trading at not extremely, say, overpriced levels at 618 rupees. So if I take that up on current earnings, it's trading at 47 times. And if I say it grows by around 30%, which is not out of realms considering the kind of growth we are seeing in the travel industry, at 17 rupees of EPS next year, if we take say 618 rupees price, then we are looking at it, the stock trading at 36-37 times, which is very reasonable. So overall the company looks decent, but then again I won't give you a price level, so when to buy, etc. That is not for me to say. But overall, if you look at the balance sheet as well, reserves have grown smartly over the last 6 years from 300 crores to 600 crores. Yes, borrowings have got up, and that is probably why the stock is not doing well, but they have borrowed because they have expanded big time from internal accruals as well as from borrowed money, and that's why the borrowing, I think most of the expansion is done, and from FY24 onward this could drop, but this is a cause for concern in terms of the borrowing part. If you look at the shareholding pattern, 51% is the promoter, that is a positive thing. And you look at what the FIIs have done from around 3% before, around the pandemic time, March 21, they had around 3% holding. Now they have 9% holding, and it is the public shareholding that has dropped. Even DIIs have remained stable, although they were around 23%, they are at around 21% now. But public shareholding has gone down from around 26, 27, even 28%, 29% during the pandemic to 18%. So I think overall, this is a stock that could be analyzed and looked at from a 2-3 year perspective. I think the next 2 to 3 years, from the perspective of hotel industry, travel industry, could be very big, and that is why I feel that this is a stock that could be analyzed deeply. So this is a video on VIP. Please like and subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so you can get my videos straight away when I post it. Kindly support me on Patreon. Thanks a lot for watching.